AVC. It's Nate again. It's my third video in less than 2 weeks, I believe. Yeah. So I went to Goodwill. I think it was Saturday, and I saw some stuff. Apparently, somebody had dropped off their dead relatives' records or something like that, and I was the benefactor of that. I got there, and prior to me getting there was somebody I talked to, and he said, "Yeah, I left you a couple." I'm like, "All right, thanks, man." And I went back today, and there was some more stuff that wasn't there before. Same collector. And again, I talked to somebody. Actually, this guy was a pretty nice guy I started talking to. And he was like, "Yeah, I left you some." But he showed me a couple of things, and I almost began to weep. But anyhow, last week I found something at a pawn shop. I showed it on the Facebook page, so if you frequent the YouTube Vinyl Community Facebook page, you will have seen me posted this. First press, Black Sabbath Paranoid, with the of course the green, of course the original Warner Brothers inner sleeve, and the green Warner Brothers label. I could not have been happier to find that. It has a slight warp on the first track and a little bit on the second, but it does not affect play at all. I cleaned it off really well. It's still got a lot of static, but it sounds really good and it plays well. So I was very happy to pick that up for like $8 even. And then I went to another shop, a small shop in town, which I never go to. I've been there twice, and they're a little overpriced. And I went in there for something else. They sell musical instruments and musical stuff like that. Not that I'm a musician, but I want anyway. Whatever. And he had a little section of vinyl, and I saw this. The Outsiders, their third album, In. This is from 1967, and it's the mono. Where on earth? Okay, yeah, it's the mono pressing there, in superior shape. It's got the little cutout, but that's all right. $5 for this. I kind of looked online and. I got a really good deal on it. The Outsiders, of course, the mid-60s garage band, pre-psych type stuff. Time Won't Let Me. But this is better known. It's got a cover of the Buckingham's Kind of a Drag. It's got Give Me Some Lovin', Bend Me, Shape Me, and a couple others. I've never seen this before, so I was so psyched to see it. When I first saw it, I was like, wait a minute, that's really unfamiliar. Then I kind of looked it up online to see how rare it was, because it didn't even, when it came out, it didn't even chart. It didn't even hit the Billboard albums chart. Therefore, there are really not that many copies of this out there at all. So I was pleased to get it for $5, and it's in near mint minus shape. Anyhow, it's in, of course, the original rainbow capital cover or label on the vinyl. But here's the Goodwill scores. $18, give or take, plus sales tax for that. I was quite pleased. There's some pop. There's some stuff to fill a couple of holes. A couple of blind buys. A couple of things that I'm not really keen on, but I needed an upgrade, and that's the disease. This is one, Yellow, Face of Music. Not a big Yellow fan, but I have a copy of it, and it's in sad shape. But this is perfect. This is great, except for it's not perfect. It's got a little bit of water damage on the bottom of the inner sleeve, which does not affect play. This is a blind buy. I do not know who these guys are. It was a cutout. I think they're Canadian. Trooper, Thick as Thieves. This is from 1979. No, 1978 on MCA. The rainbow, the blue sky rainbow label. Now this next record I would have paid premium on. It is probably worth as much as half the stack. I paid $9 today and then $9 Saturday. I would have paid $9 for this anywhere else, and I would have done so gladly. Patti Smith Group, Wave, mint, minty, mint. Except for the obligatory Goodwill sticker. All this guy's record had his name on it, a sticker, label, and the year. But you know, the guy's Mr. Moore or Mr. or Mrs. Moore. So I'm hoping that they bring out some more of Mr. Moore's records. Anyhow, JT, a James Taylor record I did not have. I've also got one more of his. That's a copy, a double, in this stack. Coming up in a second. Graham Parker and The Rumor. This is The Up Escalator. This is from 1980 as well. Post-punk-ish, new wave type stuff. The Best of Rod Stewart. And I've got volume 2 of this little series that Mercury put out. Yeah, it's got stuff from his first couple of records. And this one's got his cover of Pinball Wizard. I'm not a big Rod Stewart fan. Some of the Faces stuff is okay, or rather Small Faces, or you know. And Maggie May, it's a good song, but other than that, I could give or take. But this was in such good shape, and come on, 77 cents for a 2-record set. I'm not going to leave that behind. A quad, and this may work its way into somebody's mailbox. Who collects quads? Joe Walsh, the smoker you drink, the player you get. My copy is not a quad. It is in decent shape, but it's not in this kind of shape. Again, I don't usually find stuff like this at Goodwill, as it's been pretty dry for the past, say, 6 months at Goodwill, so I was pretty pleased to walk in there and find even this stuff. Cheap Trick, Heaven Tonight. There's Cheap Trick in color, and another Cheap Trick, Dream Police. So 3 that I did not have. Let's see, Tommy Two-Tone 1, or self-titled, and Tommy Two-Tone number 2. This is the one with 8675309 on it. I have no idea what's on the first album. It's probably just regular, light rock stuff from, the early 80s. Joni Mitchell, The Hissing of Summer Lawns. This is something I did not have. Always glad to run into Joni Mitchell at cheap prices, because I'm not going to pay premium prices for her stuff, even though she's got a wonderful voice. The dollar bin is where I'll stay with her stuff, which is fine. And you can find most of her stuff in dollar bins in good condition. Let's see. Early Fleetwood Mac, Mr. Bob Welch. Let's see. I'm sorry. French Kiss. That's the one with Sentimental Lady on it, which was actually on Bare Trees prior to him releasing this album. And then this is his second album, which Three Hearts was not nearly as successful. Although it does have a copy or a cover of I Saw Her Standing There, which I've yet to listen to. Hank Sr., 24 Greatest Hits. I was very happy to find that. And the cashier noted my glee when I found that one. She was like, "Oh yeah, I know you really want that one." And I was like, "Yeah." And so I got it. And here's the motels. This is an upgrade for me. All for One. This is the one with Only the Lonely on it. It's pop, early 80s pop. This is that stuff that really kind of brings back memories for me. And then there's the Sweet. Give Us a Wink. Yeah, I couldn't believe I found this one. This is a die cut, and it might be, I don't know if it was torn or whatever, but the vinyl's in good shape, and it's not scratched or anything. Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Armed Forces. I have a promo copy of it, a radio station promo copy of it. This one also came with the 7-inch. I'm going to have to find a better sleeve for that 7-inch. It's a live performance of Watching the Detectives, Accidents Will Happen, and Allison. Elvis Costello records are not cheap, especially the first pressings of his early stuff. So I was really happy to find Get Happy. It's in very good shape. It's a little dinged up in this corner, but it's not going to affect play at all. Fantastic record. Holy cow. I Can't Stand Up for Falling Down is just an amazing, amazing song. And so is just the rest of it's great. This was during his little run where he could absolutely do no wrong. He had just the first 4, 5, 6 albums of his are flawless punk rock, new wave albums, and the only one I need to complete that little run is his first one. My Aim Is True. Yeah, My Aim Is True. Well, the one with Watching the Detectives, and that's proven to be quite elusive. So I will probably not hold my breath on that one. Yes, Going for the One. I swear to God, I thought I had this one, but I don't, and I didn't, but I do now. It's their first record without a Roger Dean cover. Some more bizarre photographic, surreal type trifold thing. I don't know. It's got Wondrous Stories. It's great. It's a great album. Going for the One. Parallels Wondrous Stories, which is fantastic. James Taylor, Flag. This is an upgrade. My copy was a bit beat. The cover was good, but the record itself, the vinyl itself, was kind of shitty. Wang Chung. It's let's see. Points on the Curve. I couldn't even. I don't know. My eyes are going. Dance All Days. That's the one. Whatever. It's fine. 77 cents. And Dylan and the Band, Planet Waves. I was kind of hesitant to pick this one up, as it's a split seam, and it doesn't really look so good on the spine. However, the vinyl is flawless. Looks beautiful and sounds fantastic. It's got Forever Young, um, Hazel, Tough Mama. I listened to this right when I got home after that, and I was so happy. Cut out. I will see what I can do about probably taping these together. You know, if not, I'll just put it in a sleeve and hopefully. Anyhow, yeah. Thanks for watching. That was good. Oh, one more thing, briefly. Oh, yeah. Hey, I didn't mean to run off on you like that. I found this at Fry's Electronics. I'd driven up to Atlanta. I stopped in. Saw this sealed Tool Undertow. 2-record set. Came out in 93 originally. This is a 2006 reissue. $12. So that was kind of a given. This record is just absurd how good it is. We played the hell out of this CD back in college, and it's just, I listened to it again and it just brought back, it's phenomenal. The whole thing is amazing. God, who who'd know you could get so much pleasure from something entitled Prison Sex? You know, it's fantastic. And then the title track and the rest of it's sober, but God, that's a great song. Also, yeah, 17 minutes, holy shit. Okay, yeah, I rearranged this whole room here. Now I cleaned everything up, and I can't find shit anywhere. The stuff that I needed is kind of packed away somewhere. But anyway, I'm going to briefly show what's up. Oh yeah, that's how I'm doing my speakers now. That's really not good. That's not even like, there's an audiophile whose sphincter is tightening like that. I got a new turntable and an entertainment center. That's why I went through and I kind of destroyed the whole room to rebuild it. One night I was running this Kenwood here, this linear tracking thing, and it didn't sound good, and you can't change the cartridge on it, and the cartridge and stylus on it is probably 35 years old. Saw on Craigslist somebody was selling an entertainment center, which is that little doohickey, and they were moving, he and his wife, so he was throwing in a Technics turntable. I just figured, well, screw it, I'll take the turntable, and if the entertainment center sucks, then whatever. But the entertainment center is fine, and so is the turntable. It's an SL-BD5. It's not a 1200, which is really what I would like, but I'm not going to pay $400. I don't have $400 to spend on that yet. And I really wanted to upgrade affordably. This one has it's got an Audio-Technica Series 3 cartridge on it. Sounds fantastic. Right now I'm in the process of speakers shopping, and those two I'm probably going to just go through Goodwill and slowly buy a new pair to upgrade those, and then keep upgrading until I get the sound I want, and then go from there. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I've been up to. And with 3 videos in a week, I think I'm going to make like Larry David and have a little hiatus indefinitely until I get some more stuff to show that's worthwhile. I'll keep watching videos, keep checking out the Facebook page. Fantastic. It's just people are showing some killer stuff. Unless, of course, I go, in 2 days back to Goodwill and more of Mr. Moore's collection is out on the shelves, and I come home with a stack that big for, another $15. So anyhow, thanks for watching this long-ass 20-minute video. I think this might be one of my longer ones. And I'll see you around.